It's not about travel anymore. It's about breathing again, escaping the noise, reclaiming peace. You're not running away. You're running towards strength, stillness, and the woman you're becoming. This is your reset, your rise, your fearless start. I'm Naomi Grace, and today, we're not chasing passport stamps. We're chasing presence. We're not going further, we're going deeper. Because for many women in the Western world, local travel isn't just a trend, it's becoming a movement. From 2020 to 2025, rising borders and costs made local travel a lifeline for women. Between tightened immigration laws, rising airfare, and global unrest, the dream of international escape feels like a luxury few can afford. And yet, women are still packing bags, still searching for freedom, just not in the way the algorithm expects. You're not broken for needing a break. You're not lost for craving a new location. And you're definitely not alone. So, let's talk about the rise of local travel and why it's become the new spiritual reset for women who are burnt out, maxed out, and tired of waiting for someday. First, let's name what we're feeling. Not just stress, but chronic alertness, hyperproductivity, the grind that grinds down everything: your sleep, your joy, your sanity. This isn't just a lifestyle problem, it's a health crisis. And one flight to Bali won't fix it. But you know what helps? A weekend in Asheville, North Carolina, hiking the Blue Ridge Mountains. A solo stay in Sedona, Arizona, where the red rocks don't care about your resume. A cabin in Jackson Hole, a lake retreat in Minnesota, or a silent Airbnb hideout just 40 minutes from your zip code. It's not the distance that heals you. It's the decision to be somewhere that doesn't demand everything from you. I remember sitting in my car, not in Rome, not in Paris, but a small parking lot in upstate New York. I had a thermos of peppermint tea, no itinerary, and an overwhelming urge to disappear. Not permanently, just long enough to hear myself again. That's when I learned. It's not about where you go, it's about what you leave behind. And let's be honest, some of us aren't just dodging burnout, we're dodging fear. There's a quiet anxiety many American women feel right now about global safety, political uncertainty, cultural hostility. The world feels heavier, and traveling internationally isn't just hard, it's terrifying for some. So we stay closer, not because we've given up, but because we're building a new kind of strength, a grounded strength, rooted in what we can reach. And yes, we still want beauty, we still want wonder, we still want to be transformed. So we go to places that remind us we're alive. A Black-owned spa retreat in Atlanta, an artist's gallery tour in Santa Fe, a street food crawl in Chicago, a poetry night in Oakland, a crystal shop in Boulder. It's all valid, it's all sacred, and it's all enough. Here's the problem though. Society still tries to sell us on the fantasy 5-star hotels, aesthetic beaches, perfectly filtered selfies. But real life? It's folding kids' clothes, nursing a heartbreak, carrying work stress in your jaw. And when you finally get time off, you're supposed to turn it into a content reel? Nah, not today. Today, we choose something else. Today, we choose slow mornings with lemon water, journaling by a window that doesn't face traffic, reading Toni Morrison or Maya Angelou by a quiet lake. Today, we choose travel that feeds the soul, not just the grid. And if you're thinking, but I don't know where to start here. Start with your why. Why are you traveling? To escape? To reclaim? To remember who you were before life got loud? Start with that. Then plan. Use tools that don't pressure you, that support you. I've dropped a few of them in the description below. Solo traveler planners, Amazon finds, apps for safe stays. Even a few creators who remind me what courage looks like when you're on your own, like Kelly Stamps, Sorelle Amore, and Kristin Siya. Don't be afraid to build your toolkit. Stack your gratitude bank, stack your rest, stack your life. And if the money's tight, remember, joy isn't always a plane ticket. Sometimes it's a picnic at a new park, a prayer under a different sky, a long walk without your phone. Healing doesn't need a visa. The Bible says in Isaiah 58:11, "The Lord will guide you always. He will satisfy your needs in a sun-scorched land and will strengthen your frame." So whether you go 5 miles or 5, let Him lead. Let your yes be sacred. Let your no be full of wisdom. This isn't just about travel. It's about reclaiming space, reclaiming agency, reclaiming peace. So, to the woman listening, no, you're not behind. No, you're not selfish for wanting solitude. And no, your story isn't small because your journey is local. You are rewriting what freedom looks like, one city, one weekend, one sacred pause at a time. And remember, solo doesn't mean small, it means unstoppable. Hit subscribe, and your fearless journey continues right here. I'm Naomi Grace, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay fearless.